Yo, what is up guys? This is Troy D from the Troy D 24/7 Mall channel. On point reviews all day, every day. Welcome back yet again guys. If you are one of my old subscribers, welcome back. And if you are new to the channel, make sure that you like and subscribe right now, especially if you're down with DUA fragrances, because I do have a lot of DUA reviews from the comparisons to the original blend fragrances, okay? So today's quite awesome. We are going to talk about a fragrance that I got a few months ago, but I felt like it wasn't the time to talk about it, but because the weather is definitely appropriate for this one, and I've got some requests from a lot of our subscribers who live in warmer climates, I decided to talk about this. Now, this fragrance is about the Supernova blend, and when we say Supernova in DUA fragrances, we think about one of my favorite fragrances ever, one of the GOATs in my opinion, Roja Elysium. Okay, Roja Elysium, this is one of the GOATs in my opinion. This is really great. I love the freshness of Elysium, but more importantly, I really like the draw-in sillage nature of Elysium. Some people consider it weak, but to me, it's the appropriate sillage to me when it comes to Elysium, okay? So I really love Elysium, and when it comes to Elysium, the DUA code word for Elysium is Supernova. Okay, so there's an OG Supernova. It's a top seller at DUA. I am going to try it very, very soon. It's over there. But actually, what I do want to talk about today is the Supernova Collection right here. The Supernova Collection by DUA fragrances. And this is quite interesting. This actually is a set of 2 fragrances right here. Okay. So once I saw this, I actually really got excited because you are getting 2 Supernova flankers. You've got Supernova Rebirth right here, the blue one, and this one, signifies the explosion of the star, the supernova. Obviously, just by looking at this one, Supernova Rebirth, you're thinking daytime, you're thinking maybe fresh, right? Then you've got the second one here, which is called Supernova Noir. Okay, and obviously when you think about that, you think about like evening time, maybe like nighttime engagements. But really this is quite a nice move by DUA, making a day and night combination here. They come in one box. It's just one package. Once you buy it, you get both. So we're gonna talk about both today, and obviously we do know by default that both of them have Supernova in them. But how much? How do they progress? Do they change? Do you get a completely different scent? That's what we're gonna go talk about today when it comes to this Supernova collection. Okay, so hang on tight guys, let's talk about it today. Let's hit the music. Okay, we're back guys. Supernova Collection by DUA. Let's start off with Rebirth right here. Let's go spray this right now. Oh yeah, wow. So this one right here, Supernova Rebirth. Okay, in terms of the OG Supernova scent, the OG Elysium, I'll just call it the Elysium scent. This one has more of the Elysium than its other counterpart, Noir. Okay, so for those that are looking for something with Elysium still, this would be it. Okay, so the Elysium notes actually play nicely in the background here. You're still gonna get them. You can still smell them, especially in the beginning. That's something I noticed with these two, is that in the beginning, once you spray this, you're gonna get Elysium period. Okay, you're gonna get the OG Supernova. Maybe for the first 10 to 15 minutes, maybe you're gonna get that. Okay, but obviously within 10 to 15 minutes, things will change. Okay, and in this case, the predominant change right here comes from lime and mint. lime and mint, folks. So within 10 minutes, as you are smelling this Supernova smell, bam, in comes the lime, and then coming with it is the mint, okay? And this, I believe, is a mojito style accord, you know, or that's what they were going for. And similarly, we've seen that in recent by Killian, which was called Roses on Ice, where they, you know, made a spring summer scent that had somewhat of a mojito type accord, right? So it's similar here, but of course the lime definitely predominant here, with the mint coming in secondary. And then they also added a boost of freshness by adding the mandarin orange as well as petitgrain. Okay, so they're both like really fresh orangey notes that they add here to add to the zest, to add to the freshness of this perfume. And it's definitely detectable here, the mandarin petitgrain combination. Now this one, like I said here, has more supernova in this than the noir brother of Supernova Rebirth. And I think that this is for someone that's looking for an ultra fresh perfume that might smell differently from the usual stuff like Aventus, the OG Elysium, and especially if you live in hot or warmer climates. I mean, this is a no-brainer, and I think that you will smell differently than everybody else. You know, everybody might have the same perfume, but I mean, to me, with the addition of this mojito, the lime and the mint, I think that you will smell different than everybody else. So eventually, in maybe a couple hours, you know, this mojito accord actually backs off a bit. Okay, it does. Within a couple hours or more, it backs off a bit, and then you will still get to enjoy the OG Supernova / Elysium notes. So you will still be able to enjoy the pink pepper, the cedar, the apple, the juniper berry, black currant. I mean, they're all still gonna be here, guys, especially when that mojito accord backs off. Definitely, to me, this fragrance is grabber worthy. I've grabbed this more than a handful of times, guys, especially when, I mean, I didn't want to have to think about what to wear today. I would just be like, oh, this one's a freshie. Bam, grab it. Now let's go talk about Supernova Noir, the other one from the collection. Let's go spray this right now. Oh, yeah. Okay, so Supernova Noir, guys, just like Supernova Rebirth, this fragrance starts off with the Roja Elysium scent. I mean, it's very similar in the base, but again, this one, because of the notes, it definitely progresses differently, okay? So once you spray this, in the beginning, you're gonna get that fresh Elysium start, okay? Maybe for the first 10 minutes, okay? 10 minutes, you're gonna get pure Elysium / Supernova. But then after 10 minutes, guys, everything completely changes, okay? And that's because right here you've got a very potent combination of both whiskey as well as Cypriot, okay? Whiskey and Cypriot. And if you've listened to some of my old reviews, I mean, Cypriot is something it's a note that's always used when it comes to these boozy fragrances, sort of like to thicken everything. And I mean, if I could describe, you know, quite simply what Cypriot smells like, it's like a hybrid between cedar, patchouli, and vetiver. Okay, it has like an earthy type of vibe here, but I mean, it's not so earthy in Supernova Noir, in my opinion. The whiskey actually is really the most predominant, and the Cypriot sort of accompanies it, and that's the most, like, it's the strongest combo in Supernova Noir that changes the entire thing. So you are going to get some booziness from the whiskey, and then you're going to get that hybridized, you know, woody green patchouli vetiver like combo with the Cypriot. So if the whiskey and the Cypriot are quite powerful, where's the original Elysium blend, and will we ever see it again? Okay, well, actually, the original Elysium / Supernova blend is it's nicely in the background, okay? And what it does basically is that it balances this fragrance. So when you look at the name Supernova Noir, you're probably thinking like, oh, this could be like a winter fragrance. And I initially thought that because I got this fragrance like late last year, okay, from DUA. And I was thinking about, oh, Noir would be perfect for winter time. But then because you've got the Elysium freshness balancing it out, I really didn't feel like this was a winter fragrance, you know, like this would be something that would be ultimately like warming, cozy, perfect for those snowy, you know, climates. But no, actually, no, this one is really a more versatile fragrance that you can use even, you know, during the spring or even through summer. Okay, because of that original Elysium blend, again balancing everything back to keep it fresh still despite the boozy Cypriot combination right here. Now, in addition to the nice mass appealing Roja Elysium notes playing in the background, guys, DUA also added some nice cardamom, guys, which also adds to the mass appealing nature of this fragrance. Okay, so not only do you get a boozy fragrance, but there's also a mass appealing aspect thanks to the OG Elysium notes and cardamom. Now, everything here is blanketed by a suede leather accord, guys. Okay, and the suede here, I mean, I've done so many like niche fragrances that have suede accords, right? This one I would say would be a very controlled level of suede. Okay, it adds a slight furry coziness, but not, you know, to the point where it overcomes the fragrance. It's just a nice blanket. Like I said, it's blanketed by the suede leather accord. And now when it comes to the leather, guys, you know, it's not a super dominant leather. As you guys know, the original Elysium / Supernova already has leather, and it's, you know, quite nicely controlled, nice and modest. And I think it's the same way still here with Supernova Noir. So for those that are afraid of leather, you know, it's gonna be a nice modest leather here in this fragrance. On the dry down here, they did add some Tonka Bean to boost the sweetness of the vanilla. And just like the first fragrance I reviewed, Supernova Rebirth, I mean, eventually all these added notes that are such an impactful start to these fragrances, eventually they do weaken and back off hours later, and you are going to get the OG dry down. You're gonna get some benzoin, you're gonna get some leather, you're gonna get some ambergris, you're gonna get some labdanum, and vanilla, of course. And like I said, with the DUA right here with Supernova Noir, what they did was they increased the sweetness with the Tonka Bean. So it's a much sweeter dry down than the original. So this fragrance here, ultimately for me, really reminds me of a nice evening time like designer scent, like a versatile evening designer scent. Okay, and this is not a knock towards designer scents at all. I'm just saying that this is a no-brainer grabber. You know, it's one of those fragrances that, I mean, if you have afternoon engagements that continue on till the evening, then definitely this is the fragrance for you, because it's a great combination of freshness in the beginning that eventually, you know, turns into boozy, sweet and spicy eventually as it continues. But again, it really is pretty versatile, and the freshness never really goes away. And that's why I think you can use this even up to, you know, summer, to be honest. Like, don't think that because it says noir, this one here is limited to the winter season. Ultimately, these two fragrances are perfect for those that are looking for a package deal. And I know a lot of you guys listening are looking for that, okay? So with this combo, you don't need to look for like an daytime scent, an evening time scent, like separately. I mean, with this one package, you are going to get both, and you will get both. You will have something to enjoy during those hot weather months, and of course, very, very fresh. And then you are going to get that evening time cozy, wonderful, but balanced scent right here with Supernova Noir. Okay, so I will say this, guys, this collection right here, this is not a replacement for the original Elysium, okay? I will say that. If you are looking for the original Elysium, guys, then do get the original Elysium or the original Supernova blend. I always get asked on the comments, you know, what are alternatives to the original most of the time? And I always say, guys, if you're looking for the OG smell, then get your DUA Supernova or get your OG Elysium. This combination right here, this package is for those that want to explore past the boundaries of the OG Supernova or the OG Elysium. For those that like DUA hybrids or tribrids, for those that like the additions or subtractions of certain notes with the original Elysium, then this is definitely for you, okay? Because it's an interesting modification to the original Supernova blend. Okay, so that's it. That is my review on the DUA Supernova Collection, guys. Make sure to check out my DUA playlist, okay? I do have a lot of real versus clone comparisons, all unbiased and unfiltered, and I do also talk about a lot of the DUA original blends or hybrids in that playlist. So make sure you check that out. I will link it at the end of the video. And do make sure to like and subscribe if you're down with DUA and you want to find out more about my thoughts on these DUA fragrances. Definitely subscribe to my channel because there's a lot more coming from this point on. Until then, this is Troy D. Have a great week ahead, guys. I love you all. Take care. Protect yourselves. God bless. Have a great day.